The very first thing I am doing today is getting the shipping supplies for these. The zines, baby. Stamps, envelopes, check. Okay, so now that I have all these supplies, I can get started on shipping these later tonight. But as of for right now, I'm gonna start today's video. Okay, clearly this is different. I'm not in my house at all. I did not use my GoPro when I rode here. Today, I just decided to, I don't know, do something. I decided to just like take some time for myself and come to like a beautiful scenic place and shoot some photos. Because I haven't done anything really like that, and it's kind of soothing and it's kind of relaxing, and I feel like I just need something like that in my life right now. So yeah, today's vlog is gonna be a little different, maybe a little more mellow, not sure. But I do have my skateboard, and I might go to a skate park later. I say that I won't now, but that's definitely a possibility. Thanks to Tyler Rice for this camera strap, so I can now hold my camera on my neck while I'm vlogging, because that's a pain to hold two cameras and try and like hold all these things. I only have two hands. Okay, so where am I? I don't know if I said this yet or not, but I'm in San Juan Capistrano. I just rode south until I saw a decent sized like scenic area and nice, I don't know, a hill? I don't know, this just looks tight. So I pulled off to the side of the road. I was actually trying to find a road that went up to there, but I found this other road that just dead end into here. And I saw this like hiking area. So this is where I wound up. There's also a river right here. Scratch that. I don't think this is a river. I think it's just like a creek. I think that's what you call it. And here's a bridge. I'm gonna cross it. Very sketchy bridge. All right, this is starting to literally look like a jungle. I really want to just get up there. That's like my main goal. Okay, so I just spotted something very cool. Man, I know John did something similar to this today. I don't want him or you guys to think that I'm just doing what he does. I mean, I need to get pictures for my new zine, but he went to something abandoned today. I saw it on his Instagram story and he told me. I'm sure you guys saw that a half an hour ago already, but there's a little shed right here. How am I gonna not go in that? It's right there, you see it? What am I gonna do, just not go inside? No? Okay, this is crazy. This is nuts. This is sick. Really trying and hoping to not step on a rattlesnake. Look at these. I think someone was recently here. This is borderline creepy. Okay, carry on. Okay, so, if I'm correct, this looks like this winds up to the top somehow. Only thing is, it's a lot steeper than I thought. I'm not complaining. Looks like some water was obviously running down through here, because this is all dug out all the way up. So there was a guy in front of me, and he went the other way. I decided to go this way because this road clearly looks less traveled. Very corny, but I do like to take the road less traveled. I don't know if you can see the colors or not, but that looks really sick right now over there. It's very, very vibrant. Okay, so there we go. I just changed my settings and I think it looks a little better. Damn. I don't know if this camera is doing any justice right now at all, but this looks so vibrant. This is so sick. Wow. Okay, so we did not make it to the top, but we did get a scenic view, which is what I wanted. Here we go, very scenic view. That was good. That was actually, it was relaxing is what it was. Meditative, I guess, if you will. Sometimes I need time to just like stop and clear my head. Yes, I'm still vlogging, but I mean, other than this, talking to the camera, it's like, I mean, I'm not really doing anything other than, you know, I'm shooting photos, I'm doing like what I like to do, which is soothing and relaxing to me. But yeah, I literally just sat up here for 30, 45 minutes. My hood's up because it's a little chilly up here. So I want to say something, I want to talk about something. So for those that don't, you know, okay, so I started talking about a lot of different things right here, and it was kind of all over the place, so I'm gonna retouch on everything I was trying to talk about. First off, I started talking about the ad boycott that's going on YouTube and how creators are being affected by this. So from the research that I've done, I can at least say that with some confidence that some of the top tier advertisers on YouTube have pulled their ads from YouTube due to the fact that their ads were being placed on racist content. And I think there were like 5 videos or something that were actually racist and ads were placed on those videos. There's a whole uproar about it. I'm not gonna get too much into that. Mostly I wanna talk about my channel, and I wanna talk about working for yourself, and I wanna talk about starting a channel, and I wanna just talk about this as work. Okay, so let's back up. Let's start off by talking about skateboarding. Skateboarding is something that I love and that I have done religiously nearly every day since I picked one up, since I was about 10 years old. I fell in love with it. It's my passion. I'm gonna do it regardless whether I make money doing it or not. I'm gonna continue to skate. I love doing it. I also love shooting photos. I'm also gonna do that whether or not I continue to make money doing that or not. There seems to be a certain group of people that like to minimize hard work when it comes to pursuing your passions, doing what you love, and just doing YouTube in general. Doing YouTube is simply not just sitting behind a camera or a computer, recording yourself, pressing a few buttons and putting it on the internet and earning revenue. That is not what YouTube is. Hours upon hours of work, hard work, go into running a YouTube channel, gathering ideas for content, filming and editing all day long, sometimes even 6 hours, depending on how fast you edit, depending on what you're editing, depending on what you do to your edits. Yes, it can take that long. My point is that, like I said, there is a certain group of person that likes to discredit the idea of somebody making money in a different way than the traditional way. We hear in a lot of pop culture references that with success comes people who are gonna hate on that success. And I have gotten comments, not even that they bother me, but I just like to address them because now I am experiencing this firsthand. Although my channel is still very small, what I have gained and what I have done, the successes and triumphs that I have had on my channel are nothing to take light of, although I know that my channel is still very small. And they'll say things like, oh, he's doing this because he doesn't want to get a real job. Real job, okay, let's put that in quotations, real job. So what is a real job? Real job meaning manual labor, meaning working a job where you have to fill out a W-2. This might be a bad example, but hopefully you get the point. Steve Jobs didn't go and apply to McDonald's so that he could start Apple. He just started Apple in his garage. Does that make him the type of person that's lazy and doesn't want to work a real job because he wanted to start something, because he wanted to start something big? Maybe a bad comparison, me comparing this scenario to Steve Jobs, but my point is that anybody who did anything big took risks. People that tend to stray from the beaten path, it seems like those are the ones that are the successors, if that is even the right word. Sometimes it is so hard for me to find my words and my speech. And if anybody wants to work a normal job or whatever your passion is, whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, you want to start a business, if you want to be a professional athlete, whatever it is, like, kudos to anybody who wants to do anything that they want to do. But people that are too lazy to get off of their ass and they're too scared to go after their dreams because it's not the traditional way or because you're supposed to do this and you're told to do this, I think that ideology is slowly fading away. Doing stuff like this as a job starts to become more prevalent and relevant and just prominent in society. But the people that are too scared and too lazy to get off their ass and go after what they want to do, those are the people that stay in their hometown, that end up working for somebody else, that end up working, you know, 9 to 5, working for the weekend. That's not me. That's not what I want to do. I've always wanted to find a way to turn my passions into my career. These are the things that I'm good at. That's where I can give value back to other people, by doing the things that I love, and by showing people how I did it, and by showing people that you can do it, by seeing somebody like John Hill do it. John is just a friend of mine. John has been my friend since I moved out here. As many of you know, I've talked about this on my channel before, but he, just being my friend, inspired me to go after and do something that I want to do, go against the grain. And being a skateboarder, doing YouTube, like, is against the grain of mainstream skateboarding, because mainstream skateboarding doesn't, I think they're starting to catch on now, but they don't agree with it. I talked about this in another video. I'll like put a card right here if you want me to go more in depth on that, but it's different. I'm getting off topic and going all over the place. So to bring this full circle, there's nothing wrong with going after your dreams and going after your passions and doing what you love for a living. Anybody that's gonna try to tell you, if you wanna start a YouTube channel, or if you wanna do whatever you wanna do, anybody that tries to tell me that this isn't hard work, doing this is the hardest I have ever worked in my entire life. It's very easy to get hired by some company, Chipotle, Whole Foods, but all the companies that I've worked for, it's been very easy to do the bare minimum, coast by, clock in, clock out, be on time, don't get written up, go home. It's mostly just me giving my time so that I can get a paycheck. But now I am investing my time into myself to create stuff that I enjoy, that other people seem to enjoy and get either inspiration from or entertainment from, or whatever it is, whatever appreciation you have for it, there's value there. So rather than exchanging time, giving my time to somebody else for money so that I can just coast by and do the bare minimum, investing in myself so that one day that I can build something for myself and maybe a family and give it back to other people and show other people how I did it so they can also do it, so they don't have to follow in the footsteps of a standard, of a norm that is placed, being told what you should or shouldn't do. I don't even know if that makes any sense. It's always hard for me to talk about this kind of stuff because I get so many thoughts racing through my head, and I try to pull them all out at once, and it just comes out like blah. It comes out as nothing and gibberish. And I am no guru at this. I am not trying to preach. I'm just trying to share knowledge that I know. So let's have a conversation about this. So leave a comment below, let's have a conversation. My point is, bringing this back entirely full circle, when advertisers start pulling their ads from YouTube, it is scary when this is something that I just newly started investing in. I mean, I went at it full speed. I dove straight into this YouTube thing, completely unknown, completely unsure, completely insecure. That's how anybody who ever did anything great, always how they do it. They dive into something head first, completely not knowing what the end result is gonna be, and they just attack it at full speed. Want to genuinely live a life that I enjoy. And I think every single person is entitled to that on this planet. This rant is like crazy and it keeps going off in so many different directions. There's a lot of things I always want to say on my channel because I like having these kinds of conversations. I think these kinds of conversations are easily overlooked, and I think more stuff like this definitely needs to be talked about. I want my career to revolve around that some way. That's where I creatively express myself. That's where my creativity comes out. Because without skateboarding, there wouldn't be this channel. There wouldn't be this outlet or this avenue for me to voice what I'm talking about right now. God, I don't know if that made any sense at all. I don't like talking about money on my channel because it makes people feel weird. It makes people think that you're only doing this for money. And like I stated, I would skateboard regardless, whether I was doing it this way or doing it on the weekends working at Chipotle. I'm stealing this quote from a movie. If somebody can't do something themselves, they want to tell you that you can't do it. In no way am I preaching or am I a guru about any of this. I'm just trying to share knowledge with you guys of what I have learned thus far. I'm in no special privileged position to be able to do what I do. I just decided to do it. And that's the thing. Everybody has a decision to choose and to do things. If you constantly do the work and put one foot in front of the other, like, things just tend to unfold as long as you're doing the work to do that. Yeah, so I guess that's the end of my rant. I hope people don't beat me up in the comments too much over this. No, but seriously, like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this kind of stuff. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna be leaving in here. but I want to thank you guys for liking, commenting, watching, and subscribing. Okay, let's carry on.